people have died after a strong earthquake rocked the coast north of San Francisco and caused moderate damage.
The 6.4 magnitude quake has triggered dozens of aftershocks as well as California's earthquake warning system. KTLA's Mary Beth McDade here in studio with new details. MB.
Yes, and Mike and Chair, residents in this area say that this is one of the strongest they have felt in decades. The quake caused widespread damage. Several homes have been deemed not suitable for occupation, and now dozens of residents are forced to find other housing only days before Christmas. Damage, death, and devastation after a 6.4 earthquake rocks Humboldt County in a rural stretch of Northern California.
I thought the world was coming unhinged. Woke me up violently, jumped out of bed.
Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostle elders of Great Millstone, and salutes honor to you brothers out there preaching the word of sincerity and truth. All right, video you just seen is 6.4 magnitude earthquake hits Northern California. I wanted to stop right there after this dude said he felt like the world was coming unhinged. All right, let's hear that one more time.
Death and devastation after a 6.4 earthquake rocks Humboldt County in a rural stretch of Northern California.
I thought the world was coming unhinged. Woke me up violently, jumped out of bed, and just heard this roaring. My phone started going off saying there was an earthquake.
The USGS says.
Yep. Yahushua warned this was coming in the last days, man. And I'm going to grab it, okay? But I'm going to finish playing this one. Here's a video.
The quake struck around 2:30 Tuesday morning, jolting people awake and cutting off power to 70,000, most still without power tonight.
The earthquake early warning system, which is the new system that we have, was able to actually push out alerts 10 seconds in advance of the earthquake.
Officials say it gave 3 million residents precious seconds to take cover or get to a safe spot prior to the quake, which was centered just off the Pacific coast near the communities of Ferndale and Eureka.
Did not feel like a 6.4 earthquake. It felt way bigger.
Homes were rocked off their foundations, debris strewn throughout communities, and merchandise knocked off shelves.
My husband and I laid in bed and held hands and wrote it out.
A section of the Fern Bridge in Ferndale cracked and will remain closed until Caltrans can conduct safety inspections. The Humboldt County Sheriff says a 72-year-old and 83-year-old died when emergency responders couldn't get them appropriate medical care in time, and another 12 were injured. The small city of Rio Dell is said to be the hardest hit. Many homes and businesses have now been red tagged and boarded up.
We don't know the extent yet of the damage, but we do have a broken window and several cracks in the building and lots of stuff down on the inside.
Rio Dell residents are expected to be without water for the next 24 to 48 hours because of a busted water line.
Was shooting water through. It was like a 5-foot wide stream running down Center Street. I've never seen anything like it.
USGS officials predict residents could be in for another jolt.
There is approximately a 13% chance within the next week of a magnitude 5 or larger.
All right. We can jump right to the scriptures here. Matthew the 24th chapter. I'm going to start at the 4th verse. And Yahushua answered and said unto them. Now it's the Lord talking to his disciples. All right. It was 2,000 years ago. Take heed that no man deceive you, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am the anointed, and shall deceive many. Okay? And that's happened, you know. And more will come. And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. Okay? Reports of wars. You know, wartime, man. You know, we do videos on the upcoming World War III. You know, Armageddon. Thermonuclear missiles. All right, wars. You know, reporting on, you know, Russia, China, you know, BRICS nations, America, NATO and the EU, Iran. Okay. And this war is culminating in the big world's war. Okay. See that you be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass. But the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation. Okay, the end basically means the end of Esau's world. Once you see Yahushua coming, you know, with his band of angels and the so-called UFOs and the chariots, that's when you know it's the end. Okay. Also, when the MO to the TB CHIP system is being made mandatory, that's when you know the end is here. Okay. But ultimately, when you see the Lord crack the skies, man, that's when you know. You know, it's the end. Yeah, but before that, we got to go through all this tribulation. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there should be famines and pestilences, you know, diseases, viruses, you know, the plagues that's written in the book of Exodus on the first Egypt, and earthquakes. See that? Earthquakes in diverse places. Said NLT, earthquakes in many parts of the world. Okay. And that fault line in California, you know, seismologists and different other experts, you know, have been saying once this fault line cracks, man, that's gonna be the big one. Okay. I don't know if that was on the fault line, but you know, it's a big earthquake, man. You know, it definitely scared the people out there, man, in California. Yeah. Hey, that's Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. That's the power of the universe. Did that earthquake. And that's how you know we're in the last days. All these are the beginning of sorrows. So all them things that Yahushua said is the beginning of sorrows, man. There's gonna be great death as well, man. Okay. They said only 2, but I'm sure there's more. Okay. And once that big one happens, there's gonna be millions. That's gonna be torn up, man. Destroyed. Okay. But you know, it's a short lesson. You know, just wanted to get that scripture. You know, there's gonna be many more earthquakes. What was that? Early this month, I believe the volcanoes went off in Hawaii. That haven't erupted. They said in 40 years. Okay. Also, when you watched it, when I showed you this video right here, the lady said that these people haven't felt the earthquake in decades. Okay. So many, parts of, the Great Babylon that haven't felt earthquakes and different types of so-called natural disasters, they're going to feel it now because the Lord's bringing it out now. Okay. So that's pretty much all I got. Shalom.